Previously on Critically Stupid.
You recognize him, of course, from the trial and the subsequent hearings. And Thenatus pulls himself to his feet. He's an imposingly tall figure, if a little gaunt. You can see shadows cut underneath his cheekbones and the clear signs of like rapid and recent weight loss. And he points a finger at you, Apollo, and says, "Don't you remember me, boy?"
That's some kind of sick joke.
And he takes a stumbling step forward and repeats his question again. "Don't you remember me, boy?" Except this time, there is a wave of stinking iron, and his hands start dripping blood. Well, we're gonna keep this one real informal, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for this sort of like close, intimate, critically stupid unplugged. And by that I mean it's just the three of us. This is part 2 of our Halloween spectacular. We recorded it with our fantastic guest Apollo in, I want to say, like mid-September or so. And god damn it, you guys, if I didn't have a fucking blast with that episode.
He's a little too good for us, honestly. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time that I have archived in a scrapbook. And that's not the word. No, it is. That's what it's called, scrapbooking.
It is called
Yeah,
a
yeah.
scrapbook.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, I know it's just the two of us. Dear audience member, we would love to have Anthony with us, but he had something going on with his family today, and we respect family time way above showtime. So it's just the three of us for Critically Stupid Unplugged. Really quick, guys, let's talk about our favorite bit from the first Halloween spectacular with Apollo. I'll jump in and say my favorite part was... I think Diana, I think Bessie, you knew that Apollo was gonna be like good, kind of like off the rip, and
I
so
could tell immediately.
You pre-warned him. You were like, "Hey, please be a little bit bad for your character description," and then this man dropped the most detailed, beautiful, somehow simple but layered description of his character as he approaches you from a crowd, and it was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and you looked devastated.
I literally just told him.
Yeah,
You
no,
looked
it was
so
like
upset.
it
Oh my
felt
God.
like he tried harder after we told him.
Honestly, yes, it felt a little personal. I'm like, here I am. I don't even know which fucking dice I'm supposed to be using, and I'm a regular on the show, and you're gonna come hit us with that?
Gary, why don't you go next?
Hey everybody, my name is the Pumpkin King, and I play Gareth the Rogue. And my favorite part of last episode, which was at some point in mid-September, I don't exactly remember when.
Super far back there.
It has to be when I was trying to think of like a funny, witty, out of like pocket costume, and then Arnold, Mel, and Josh Pat all just dressed as me. I pictured Josh Pat in the little shades.
Doggles.
Oh my god.
So cute.
Doggles. How did you not
Oh.
drop Doggles once
I
in that
did.
episode? Did you?
Yeah, I think people might have been talking over me, but when I was describing it, I was like, and he's got his doggles, and I think you
I
just...
feel like I remember that.
I think, Bestie, you just like, once I get rambling, you kind of tune me out a little. It's fine. I know you do. It's okay.
I think it's not tuning you out, because that's ignorant. It's waiting for that breath of air to just like splice right in there, just like cut you off and just like, hey, let's do something else.
You just wait for her to go, "What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Critically Stupid."
Sorry,
Basically.
I'm very distractible.
Diana, what was your favorite part about last episode, if you can even remember it?
I know, it was like so long ago. Hi everybody, my name is I'm Jack Skellington, and I play Mel, and I have my wolf pup Josh Pat J Peasy. By the way, that game that was on when we recorded sometime in like mid-September, we won. Go Bills. My favorite part of last episode was probably when Anthony died, which is why he's not here now. R.I.P. He will be missed.
Very sad.
My second favorite part would be I mean, the guest was just so great, and I both love and hate him for it. Like, there were so many great parts. I could tell that much of like the lore that he was coming up with was on the spot by your face, bestie, because you didn't know, like you were impressed, and that made me feel a little bad because I'm like, he's got to come back to working with us, dipshits.
Yeah, because I
after
always have
having
to
this
like
guy.
I always have to like verify, like, hey, I was thinking maybe about adding this to my backstory. Possibly, is it cool? is it okay?
And
Yeah,
he
and
just
then-
goes for it, and it was beautiful. And he knew which dice to use. And again, I loved him for it, but I hate him for it because now I know that that's what you'll be longing for.
I love that you keep circling back to which dice to use. Like you're always like, yeah, he does this and this and this, and he knows what a D10 is.
Because you always make fun of me for the dice. I didn't even ask the D10, and you still put the joke in there. I remember. It was so long ago. I have like
So
a very
long ago.
big memory of you doing that and me saying I didn't even ask this time.
I mean, I'm gonna leap to Alex's defense and say it was me this time. I was the one who was like, and he knows which dice to use. So that was on me.
Damn.
I am doing my best. It's just not very good.
Yeah, we
Well,
should make that some of our merch.
that's a good. I'm doing my best. It's just not very good. Is very strong. All right, everybody, that's enough from us. Without further ado, please enjoy part 2 of our Halloween spectacular featuring Apollo.
You want to do a clean cut of that, bestie? or
Nope,
you-
nope. That's the
No,
one.
I think
That's
it's
the one
great,
that's gonna.
actually.
That's staying
Just
in.
checking. It's 14-10 Bills. Raiders just added 3.
What
Congratulations.
sport is this?
This is American football, of which
lovely.
Diana is unhealthily
Go
obsessed.
Bills.
There it is. So really quick, Apollo,
It's not
thank you
an
so much for.
unhealthy obsession. It's very healthy. It gives me a reason to live.
Does it? Because the times that they've lost, you've been an absolute nightmare to record with historically. Just sort of.
Well, when
right
they
off the rip.
win, I am the opposite of a nightmare. So
God, it gives me so much joy to cheer for a team I don't give a fuck about, just so I can have a
who
good D&D
cares
session.
so much about that. Welcome to Bills Mafia, everybody.
When you hear the call to adventure into the fantasy fold, you never know what's around the next corner. Just grab your dice and roll. And if you have a problem to solve, call your best friends and heavenly door. You got Garrett with his stealthy hands. Test and smell what's around the bend. Mel will kill at the drop of a dime. Arnold will find a friend every time. We're not murder hobos, but you'll be killed and looted. We might be the bad guys, or maybe just deluded, because we're critically stupid. Critically stupid. Critically stupid. Critically stupid. Best friends.
Speaking of diving, that's what I'm doing in these gold coins.
Cool. You would notice
Scrooge
immediately,
McDuck.
Gareth, they are wood painted yellow.
Gareth kills himself on the spot.
That's my shtick, and I don't appreciate you trying to take it again.
Get your own joke, Garion.
Seriously.
Apollo.
Brandon looks at Thenatus as he's walking down and just says, Thenatus, is that really you?
You thought you could get away with it. This
Ah.
one. You thought. He grins. You thought you could just walk free on these streets. And he grips the soiled uniform that he's wearing and he tears it a little bit further. And he says, this doesn't mean anything. If you wear a soiled uniform, if you sully the clothes that you put on your back, it doesn't protect you. You don't just get to walk away.
Digging up
Hand
past trauma, huh?
on-
Happens to the best of us.
hand on the hilt of his sword, not having drawn it yet, but just hand on the hilt, just says, "Right, actor. I'm going to give you one chance to turn around, walk away, and sit back down on that pretty little chair, or you and I are going to have a problem."
Hey, man, it's all fiction.
Give me an intimidation check, please, Branton.
If Mel saw him reaching for his shit, I mean, she would instinctively also kind of start reaching for.
Sure.
hers.
Yeah, Mel is waiting for an excuse to be on.
Arnold is sneakily stealing wood and gold.
Okay.
He's
Arnold, you're shoveling just like
filling
wooden,
into pockets. Just
wooden doubloons into a
That's
pouch,
right.
just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be rich.
100%.
It's the thought that counts, really.
Yeah, true. Branton.
That's a 19 on the intimidation.
Okay,
Damn.
yes.
Nice.
You see this older bearded figure's face sort of like fall, and the blush of righteous indignation sort of like pales back out, and he turns and totters back to his chair and sort of collapses and says in a now broken voice, "You took everything from me."
When life is like Marvel movie.
Really stealing the
I've
goods out of
given-
this scene.
So, sorry.
Does Mel
I've
hear any
given-
of this?
Yes. Branton.
Just a hand coming down from the hilt of the blade. "I've given everything to this city, and you would do well to remember that. Right, everyone. Is there anything of value here to you for the haunted house, or are we moving on?"
What the hell is, what is going on? She's still going to be tense, kind of like hand on bow, like,
Sure.
like what? There's a real dead body. You happen to know this guy. What is going on?
What's going on?
The actor's doing a fairly accurate portrayal of one Thenatus Silversong. He was a fellow member of the City Watch. He was accused of corruption, and he tried to bounce it back on the people he worked closely with. Dishonorable.
Cowardly.
Some have called him worse. I pity the man. After the death of his sister, he never did quite recover. But this is oddly personal for...
Yeah, I've never seen a haunted house that like
house.
personally goes after
Yeah, that's
Like-
a little.
past trauma of an individual.
Don't you do that to me, bestie. Mel would be like, I didn't bring my ice water.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That's a DBT joke. It's you might not get it, but if you get it, you get it.
Mel would say, and I'm just having a very hard time believing that you don't know about any of this. Why would this haunted house pick this individual that you know?
Well, he's known by pretty much, well, not everyone. The younger recruits probably wouldn't know him, but he's one of the infamous names of the City Watch. Not everyone who joins our ranks leaves as well adjusted as when they came in. The dead body, I'll be honest, initially I was willing to chalk it up to production value, but this is getting personal in a way that I dislike. If someone was trying to target the City Watch with this, they've done it in a truly sick and twisted way.
So
Please, Arnold, go ahead.
Can Arnold, like, I'm going to look at the actor. So it's a real live actor person, not an animatronic at all, right? Okay.
Correct.
So I want to persuade the actor as a fellow performer to try to give me some information about how he got, this job and the script that he's using. So I was,
Ooh,
like,
okay.
I just want to be like, hey, first of all, fantastic job. Like your voice work, acting, incredible. You might have heard of me, Arnold Stevenson, famous from Troll Skull Manor. I think you might have auditioned for the part of Arnold Stevenson at some point. Most of the actors in the neighborhood have. But anyway, I'm very curious about this role because our friend here, he's my best friend, by the way. He's been taken aback by all of this, and I just want to know, like, did someone put you up to this? Were you targeting this person specifically?
Okay, give me a persuasion check, please, Arnold.
Got it.
My snack isn't too crunchy this time, bestie.
Bless. What a thoughtful thing.
I could actually hear it on the live when I went to watch.
Oh, could you? Could you? Oh, that's crazy. Could you hear your crunchy ass snack that you brought to our professional audio recording? Wild.
You love editing my crunchy snack.
I got a 27.
What?
God damn, Arnold.
I got a nat 20.
Look at you go.
Okay. All right, Arnold, you get close to this actor. Sort of, I see you sort of like sidling up, like shuffling through these wooden coins that you've stuffed full of your pockets. And
I'm penguin waddling at this point.
You penguin waddle over to this actor, and you sort of like appeal to their thespianism to sort of like tell you what the down low is. And this man reaches out and grabs your shirt front with his still dripping with blood hand and pulls you closer. And smooches you right on the nose. And then says in a cold whisper, "No one here is acting, child."
Damn, these guys are good.
With that, couple of things happen. Joshua Patrick's ears perk up and he immediately looks at the ceiling. The four of you hear those screams and giggles of laughter and all the things that I've just described suddenly fall away. And there's a single piercing shriek of true horror that breaks through everything else and echoes through the halls of this house. And then you all hear a horrible grinding sound, like stone against stone, gravel moving gravel, rock this house, literally. And the door to the next room clicks and swings open of its own accord. And this actor looking at you, Arnold, says, "Walk on, boy. There's more to discover."
I am legally an adult human person, or half-elf person. I don't.
I have a name. Don't call me boy.
I'm 89 years old.
Yeah, I'm so old.
You see how white my hair is?
Just matted with the white, like oily makeup that I use.
It's like chalk. It's just like loose chalk that you've just clumped on your head.
It's not even like chalk powder. It's like sticks of chalk that you just kind of like.
So, okay, like, is there anything I can do? Is there a way I can tell if he's lying or not, or if there's some sort of spell going on?
I'll tell you this without an insight or an arcana check, Arnold. There's no magic. There's no lie that you can see.
Right. Okay.
This dude is like burning up your eyeballs with his. However, due to Brantwyn's fist still clutching the hilt of his greatsword, he is firmly planted on that chair.
Yeah. Okay.
If he's grabbing Arnold, by the shirt and Mel's already on edge, I mean, I think she would definitely pull her arrow and point it at him and be like, "You need to let my friend go."
He does. He pales in the face of the threat and lets Arnold go.
I think Gareth is just like really skeptical.
Okay.
He's like, "Guys, we're getting that goddamn makeover and they're trying to trick us out of it. All right. This is a haunted house."
It was a real body.
Yeah, it's a haunted house with amazing set production value. And they may have committed a few crimes, but I'm not about to believe in any ghosts or past trauma, because in order for that to happen, we need to be drugged by Floon.
That's fair.
I don't believe in past trauma, Garion.
Fact. Thank you for weirdly trying to avoid my last name earlier, but not this time.
Then just dropping it like that.
I'll just cut it out. I'll just bleep it.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking of just like going by Garion, like Cher or Teller.
Yeah. All right. Or
It's
Teller.
like-
It's a solid
That-
name.
That was your second. It was like Cher and Teller of Penn and
Because
Teller?
Cher and Teller are the only two people with only one name on their passport.
Beyonce.
Madonna.
No, Beyonce, her passport has her real name.
It
I don't know
shouldn't.
what the fuck it is,
It,
but
it shouldn't. Strong stance.
It's
from the pod.
Beyonce. Well, the fuck is gonna see
Right?
Beyonce going on a
Who's the
plane and be
last?
like,
I don't
no,
know.
no, not
Yeah,
you.
it's
Probably got,
actually
she's probably
no,
got her
so-
own plane, honestly. Like, it's
I
Literally,
forget.
she don't need a passport. The
Yeah,
fuck
when was
is
the last
this?
time she flashed her
From Beyonce.
passport? Come on now.
yeah, she has her own PJ. She doesn't fucking. She's not taking a American Airlines. All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Are we moving along, or do
Uh,
we have other things for this room?
I think
Ooh.
Mel would she would hear Gareth's skepticism and she herself listen, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts. I'm saying there's something up. Let's just get out of this room. I don't like it. Josh Pat doesn't like it. Let's just get out of this room.
I think it's so funny that Mel and Gareth don't believe in ghosts, despite having gone on many adventures and interacted with several of them.
We have ghost
You-
roommates. We are the ghost mafia.
You call
Yeah, we're-
yourselves the Ghost Mafia.
But Mel and Gareth are just like, no, they're probably just like real sick.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's Mel doesn't necessarily not believe in ghosts. She just doesn't believe that this haunted house is necessarily
Oh,
ghosts versus
gotcha. So,
like real
like, this
people that
specifically.
are fucking with us. Yeah.
So Arnold would look. What? I'm sorry. What was the character's name? Brentwyn or Brent?
Branton.
Branton.
Like
Branton?
Brandon with
Branton.
a T.
Okay, like Brandon with a T. Got it. Okay, so Arnold just looks at Branton and is just like, he seems pretty convinced that he is that person and not an actor at all, and I believe him. Like, what is it that makes you think he's not that guy?
Oh, a question to the DM. Can I
Please.
just say some shit?
Yes,
Yes,
you can.
do it.
Absolutely.
We love it. We're here
You can
for
do
it.
whatever you want.
Rant and Iron.
chaos.
The fuck? No, not. But that's me.
Hey, I'm a
Start
big fan of
monologuing in the
self-
third person.
I'm here for the self-insert. Do it.
That has to be an actor, because Thenatus Silversong died 5 years ago.
Dun dun dun.
Listen, is there a way we could tell? Did he have like a scar or a birthmark or anything that we could use
like a
to
tattoo?
tell if it's actually him? Because I believe Arnold. I know he's like super cheery and peppy, and you seem kind of like me, and we don't really go for that. But he doesn't lie, and he knows people. And if he thinks that this person is real, then I believe Arnold. So is there some way we could tell?
Well, I don't think Officer Silversong ever didn't have his shirt or uniform on, but there was one time I saw he had a tattoo of his family crest, of the Silversong family crest, on his chest. That would be a detail that I don't think any acting troupe would know, and it wasn't on any official files. But
So all we
I'll
have to
entertain this
do-
if you want to, but if someone's trying to put the City Watch in a negative light through this haunted house, I don't know how much we could believe anything they say.
Well,
So
I think
you're saying
it'll-
that the only
it'll-
thing we have to do is to get him shirtless.
yeah.
Quick, Arnold,
Potentially.
seduce
Start
him.
playing some music.
I mean, I think Mel would just. I mean, I assume the guy we're standing near the guy, right? So he can kind of hear us. So assuming he can hear us, I think Mel would just turn to him. She's still got her air. It's not pulled anymore, but it's still out from when he held Arnold. And she's gonna say, you heard him. Let's see.
Take
do
off
you
your
have a
shirt.
tattoo?
Take it off.
Right? That's no. Mel's real
Rip.
big into consent. So yeah, that's
Consent.
how we get the viewers. Do it. No. You can be in my D&D OnlyFans. So
That's an idea.
Hey, listen,
Sorry.
1,000. Canonically,
I made the
1,000
joke when-
subscribers, when we had one subscriber, Diana was like, you know what? When we have 1,000 YouTube subscribers, I'll start a D&D themed OnlyFans. And now we've got 520, and this bitch has got nowhere to
when
run.
I made that joke, and at that time it became our most viewed episode. I was like, I see, that's what the people want. But at the time we didn't have as many subscribers. Now we're over halfway there, and I'm like, oh fuck.
You really should have put a time limit on there.
Or
I
made a
should
bigger
have,
number.
but I didn't. Well, at the time, 1,000 seemed so far off. We were still at like 45 or 50, like it was, or maybe a little more than that, but like we didn't have that many, and 1,000 seems like
Well, you heard it here, folks. The promise is still on the table, and there
Being
is no
very
time limit.
active,
So
no time limit whatsoever.
True.
I'm in the
As-
process of making several alternate accounts.
Wow.
So Mel is
yeah,
threatening
I
this
like-
guy
I like the
basically,
implication.
like unbutton your shirt, but like not for anything that would require consent. I just want to see if do you have a tattoo? Let's see it.
Gotcha.
If
gotcha.
you're cool with it, take off your shirt or I'll kill you.
Right.
Wild thing to tell a person. I love it so much. You see Thenatus grab his shirt collar in both fists and tear.
Nice. This is getting sexy.
And as he rips his City Watch uniform and undershirt off, you see the flash of a city crest inked onto the skin of his chest right over his heart. And with a horrible squealing sound, Gareth, you turn to see the wall behind you start to shift and roll away.
Like the whole wall?
The
Or like a
entire
door?
wall. The wall squeals against invisible, what you assume to be tracks and wheels, and pivots and swings away as another wall slides closer. The ceiling suddenly drops 5 feet and shudders, almost like it's going to squish you all like a bunch of ants, but just claustrophobically lowers the ceiling of this room to just over your head height as the house around you starts to change.
Normal.
Some
And
House of Leaves shit again.
it shifts from a room with an open door, and suddenly the walls shift and grow narrower, pushing these painted wooden coins closer in an almost like avalanche of scrabbling over your shoes and covering your ankles. And this room turns into a hallway, at one end of which is another haunted house scene, or at least what started as a haunted house scene. It is done up to be an alley of Waterdeep, of which you are most familiar with. There are cobblestones on the floor of this hallway. There are a couple of barrels and some broken crates, and it stinks a little bit of garbage. But what catches your eye most of them? Yeah, whatever. What catches your eye most of them is
Most of the eyes.
Most of my eyes?
Most of your eyes are caught by a
Not
figure-
all
Well,
of
one
them.
of
Arnold
my
was
eyes
scratching.
Like
can't be
1.5
caught.
or
Arnold was
like
doing this.
1.25% of your eyes are caught by a figure in a green shroud lying on the cobblestones, surrounded by a pool of blood.
in the shape of a
real-
swastika.
Super quick above table. You may have said this already.
And the blood
Really-
spells out the most foul,
Whoa.
racist shit you can imagine.
Whoa, hey,
Wow. If we get canceled, I'll never have to do the D&D OnlyFans.
Hey,
You
And-
can't get canceled in my guest episode because then it'll be my fault.
if we
Oh,
didn't
we
get
will
canceled for
absolutely
Garion's
blame you,
wheelchair
100%.
bit, we're not going to get canceled for this.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I
it
disagree. That was
real
really
funny.
the wheelchair.
It was
bit
real funny,
great.
but it was yeah. So anyway, above table, did you say what happened to Thanatos when the room shifted? I might
Thenatos
have
is still sitting in his chair. He has
Okay.
not budged. In fact, his eyes are locked on Brenton's fist, which I still see as on the hilt of his sword behind
Yeah.
him, as a fairly suspicious person. Yeah.
So even though it's a hall, we still see the scene with Thanatos and everything.
Correct. You're standing amidst
Thank
that
you.
scene, and the house has stretched itself to show you something else.
Okay, thank you. So Mel would turn to Brandon and say, that man has that tattoo. And just kind of leave
No
it.
response. He's just walking up towards, walking down the hallway into the recreation of the alleyway. Just drops to his knees. From his one good eye, just tears start to roll down. As he just goes to shakily grabs his face, like touches his fingers to his eye patch. He's just crying. He says, "What's going on? Why? Why here? I I need to get out. What kind of sick fucking joke is this?
Some of the best acting we've had on this show is sort of like
I know
hands down.
it's
First
really
of all,
if you
it's
could
just like
once again, we're gonna need you to dial that back.
no, it's honestly
I'm
incredible.
just kidding. You're amazing. I love it. I'm here for it. Can I
I'm just a
hear?
little guy.
You're amazing, but in like a bad way. Fuck you.
I don't get to be a player often. I'm going all fucking out.
I both love you and hate you at the same time. It's very conflicted up here. It's okay. I kind of feel the same way toward like Anthony though, because he's super talented at
He
everything.
really is.
Right? What the fuck is up with that, Anthony? What? It's not cool, but I love you. Do I hear Brandon going through his little mental break?
Oh yeah, he's not. He's
Not quiet.
it's in that kind of like verge of a mental breakdown where it's like, oh, there fully might be other people in this room. I'm focused on this.
I think Mel would actually nudge Arnold because Mel knows she's not the compassionate, super caring type. And I know what I am, bestie. It's fine. So she'd probably kind of say to him quietly, hey, he seems really upset about this. I don't think I'm the right person. I mean, Josh Pat can go with you because he's like a real good therapy type, but do you mind talking to him? I don't think I'm the right person for this.
I can do this. I got this. And so I walk in like, what's
you wanna
going
bring
on,
JP?
buddy? Are we okay? So I just like, so listen, no one warned Arnold about the tone of this episode, okay? So
Fact.
Mel's gonna let JP go with him because like he's so cute. He's so cute. Just picture
Okay.
the cutest dog you've ever seen, Brenton, and like make it cuter by 50 times.
No, so Arnold walks up to him and does say like, this seems to be a lot scarier for you than it is for the others. No offense. We all have our thing, but are you gonna be okay? Do you need help with, is something wrong?
Standing back up, still shaky, just says, "This is Amra Silversong, the sister of Thenatus. It's my greatest shame. This I shouldn't tell you this. You're civilians. You don't need to know. You don't need to know."
But
Okay.
we want to.
Yeah. There's very little we do need, and since we're all in this together at this point, moment, can I ask, why do you have? If you want to tell me that, that's fine. But do you have an idea of why these people seem to be targeting you? Because none of no offense, I get scared by many things. I've screamed more than everyone in this room this week. But you seem very
stoic.
Yeah, like normally you seem like you look like you'd murder me just by looking at me, but you seem very frightened and taken aback by this whole thing. So are you like, why do you think that would be?
He's still looking at the shrouded figure. Says, "This is for me. This is my greatest failure. I was meant to protect Amra as we brought her to a safe house because she had information that was dangerous, and we were ambushed. I lost my eye. She lost her life. I failed in my duties. This is my. Why would somebody just recreate this for fun in a fucking Halloween haunted house? This is
So
going to kill whoever did this."
Yeah, you know what? Digging up past trauma actually happens to us way more often than you think.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's happened like 3 times already.
Are you
Not
adventurers?
including this.
That happens a lot to
Are you
adventurers.
PCs?
Are you player characters? Don't fuck with me.
You really
We
quick.
are very mentally ill adventurers with many
As
flaws.
soon as
the best are.
As soon as Branton tells you this, Arnold, you hear a horrible voice that grates and squeals, almost like the house around you moving.
okay.
A lie.
Okay.
And the figure in the green shroud reaches out a hand that clasps Brantwin's ankle. And it turns to look at you, and you are staring at 2 burning red eyes covered by a green veil. As this figure hoarsely screams, "You're lying." What does it scream? What did you just say when I was trying to do my big dramatic thing? No. Let's take a second. When I was trying to match the level of energy that Apollo was bringing to this episode, what bullshit joke did you interrupt me for that was so worth this airtime? Please say it again.
Nay, because you said hoarsely.
I'm gonna set you
Nay,
on fire.
You're lying.
It's bringing back memories of the bulge and the shape.
Listen,
He said bulge, Apollo. Like,
yeah,
obviously we reacted to that. He was trying to
it
paint
was
like
a
this
touching,
beautiful
it was
like
a touching
reunion.
scene where I was reuniting two lovers across the abyss of death and time. And
That's
instead of me getting to do that, I said the word bulge, and everybody on camera died with laughter. And I just had
That's
to
kind
sort
of
sit there.
understandable, though.
Right? Thank you.
You know what? If you could be on my side for one time, it doesn't matter. Listen.
Actually, you know, as a former DM, that is the thing. When you're just like, I spent hours writing this narration, and then they're just like, oh, haha, I'm like, fucking kill yourself. I can't do this.
I had a whole Brendan Lee Mulligan monologue about how lying doesn't save your soul that my fucking idiot rogue interrupted 3 words in. So you know what? Let's roll initiative. I rolled a 17. Fuck you guys.
I feel like
This is why you got to restrain your players before you do a monologue.
Nope.
Oh,
I should have
there's no
muted all of you.
restraining us.
Roll initiative.
Should have muted.
It's boss fight
Oh,
time.
nat 20. Fuck you.
What is wrong with your dice?
Damn.
I got a 7.
All right.
I put a lot of energy into this
Good news,
character.
everybody.
The dice are just reflecting it.
I balanced out Apollo. I got a not 1 plus 3 is 4.
All right. Garion got a 1. Apollo got a 20.
Well, hold on.
Arnold
1
got
plus 3 is 4.
Garion got a 1. Apollo got a 20. Anthony, what'd you get?
7.
7. Diana?
16.
16. Bad guys rolled a 17. Okay.
Damn. So close.
Brantwin, you naturally first react as this figure grasps your ankle and these burning eyes meet yours as it shrieks in a rusty tone. You are lying.
As it's grabbing my ankles, I'm not gonna say whip out because I know what this table's gonna say about
Hey,
that.
whoa, hey, keep it
whip
in
it
your
out.
pants, big guy.
Listen, you're
Whip it
not
out,
wrong,
Apollo.
but we're still hurt.
Me too, it's fine. Brings out the great sword, holds it in one hand above his head. You see that the blade is gorgeous. You've heard stories of the beautiful ironwork of the dwarves, but this is truly like a Damascus steel
Oh, hell
blade.
yeah.
The pommel is like a blood red ruby. This is the sort of thing that's an heirloom passed down through generations, and you can tell that it's had like centuries of love put into its upkeep, presumably by the Ironblade family. As he holds the blade aloft, looks down at the shrouded creature and just says, "I'm going to give you one chance to admit that you're an actor. This is some cruel, sick fucking joke, and move away. If not, get ready to lose your head."
Why are you so good at this?
It's crazy. It's crazy right now, guys.
So
Okay.
good.
Is that your action, Brantwin, or are you holding it pending an attack?
If I could, at level 5, I have 2. I can use my action to attack twice.
Mm-hmm.
Could I count this as an attack of the words?
You absolutely can. Yes, you can.
Perfect. Then in that case, I would like to use one of my Battlemaster maneuvers because Brandon Ironblade is a Battlemaster fighter. You'll have to see him. I would like to use my commanding presence to do some sort of like intimidation check, maybe, to see what kind of reaction I get, and then based on that, take my second attack.
Okay.
God, you're so good at this.
I'll take an intimidation. Go ahead and take it with advantage for your commanding presence, and I will roll against it with my Constitution save.
Perfect.
No offense to our previous guests, but this might be the first one that knows how to play D&D.
We've had a lot of narrative jokesters, and this is the first time we've had somebody that knows what commanding presence is, and it's dope as hell.
That's pretty rad. I'm a fan of what's going on here.
We came up with the character concept, and I said, right, I'm gonna build a character that's really good at for this.
Yeah. I bet you
so
know what all
that's-
the dice are too.
Wow. Wow. You're going to come for me like that? Are you just angry because you can't be depressed because I got to the depressed shtick first? So you're
Hey.
just going to come for me like that?
You're forcing me to be happy-go-lucky. I'm getting back at you every time
I made
can.
you look what I made you do? Is that the approach we're taking?
Branson, what'd you get?
That's a dirty 20 on the intimidation.
Okay, I rolled a 23. So
Christ.
you sort of like fill this room with your rage and your righteous indignation, and this figure doesn't even blink. And if anything, you feel the grip around your ankle tighten.
Lovely. Oh, I
That
kind
thing
of
gripping.
swear to God, I kind of fucked up. But you gave me advantage, so
I
I'm
did.
just gonna count that as that being a superiority dice usage instead of adding the extra die. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Fuck it. We ball.
We ball.
We ball regardless.
Seeing, so it didn't let off the ankle. No.
Oh no.
That's the case. Just wordlessly, he's just gonna whisper under his breath, just say, "Get me out of here." Is gonna, as he brings the greatsword down. That is a
The ball
dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 for sure hits Apollo.
Playage. Why am I like this?
Playage.
So, that's just going to be 11 damage, 11 slashing damage.
Slashing, heard. Okay. You bring your family sword down on this figure's arm, the arm that's holding your ankle, and you feel it cut through cloth and something stronger than cloth, and then skin and sinew, and you smell what, Diana?
Something
What?
stronger
Something
than cloth.
stronger than
Yeah,
cloth.
dog.
That's like
Yeah.
most things. That's like
Could
most
be-
fucking things could be stronger than cloth.
Is it
That
steel
is not-
armor or is it
right?
burlap?
Like you left it like it could have been steel. It could have been fucking plastic. What is
lingerie.
stronger? What's stronger than
Lingerie.
cloth?
It's lingerie. Thank you so much,
No.
Apollo. It's
No, that's
lingerie.
the one thing that's like less strong than,
You
than
cut
cloth.
through this.
No.
You cut through this green robe to find a steel wire lingerie bra that is entirely made from like steel and iron. that is
Chainmail lingerie is crazy.
gingerly cupping this figure's intimate parts. But you are rewarded for your strike by a squeal of pain and rage. And the
What
grip
is
on
he
your
gingerly
ankle.
cupping?
The grip on your ankle is lessened, and this figure scrabbles to its feet. Next in the order is Arnold.
Really? I got a second.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
me. I had a 16.
Nope, I
Arnold
got my
it up.
A's mixed up. It is, in fact, Diana.
Aren't you thrilled? First of all, I missed what he was gingerly cupping.
Yep.
Genitalia.
Well, that was my concern. We seem to be blurring that consent line. Is he? Did he let
Hey,
go?
whoa.
Thank you for the visual, Apollo.
Anthony's actually real good at the.
Oh, God.
Hey, whoa.
I just
How-
watched that short and I was like, oh, God, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
That's our highest viewed short on YouTube. You better put some respect
It's
in
so
that name.
funny.
Nailed it.
375 views for Arnold
so
looking at the
fucking
camera and dangling his fucking.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, so did it let go of his ankle or?
The figure did let go of his ankle and scrabbled to its
It
feet, so it is
scrabbled.
now standing across from Apollo. However, Diana, your attention is grabbed by the corners of this room, the deep and dark, shadowy depths away from the light of Apollo's lantern that he's still holding in one hand, pull themselves out of their corners and stagger towards you.
What pulls itself out of the corner?
The shadow.
The shadow itself?
Correct. There are 4 of them.
Does it have? Is it just the shadow? Does it have a weapon? Do I need to roll for that? I
It
forget
appears
it's a
to
dice roll.
be. It appears to be sort of like stretching itself, like it's going to like reach out and lash at you with like a hand.
And how many of them are there?
4.
Are they all coming at me? Or
They
just one?
are closing towards you as a group.
Okay, hold on. I gotta check my sheet. How close is everybody else to me?
I see Joshua Patrick and Arnold and Apollo sort of like further up the hallway because they all sort of like went to check out this figure in the green. And then you and Gareth are sort of like 15 feet back.
What I'm trying to figure out, Bestie, and it's not on the web version for some reason of the character sheet you made, and you told me that you had to. I have a spell. It's Hail of Thorns, Hall of Thorns, something
Hail of
like that. I'm trying
Thorns,
to
yep.
figure out if it would hit anybody if I did that.
So if you cast Hail of Thorns and you shot your arrow towards the bad guy in the green or 2 of the shadows at that end, the radius of Hail of Thorns is the creature and everything within 5 feet, which definitely would be Branton, but not Arnold. Or you've got 2 shadows behind you and Gareth that you could hit without any collateral damage.
I'm gonna go for what's coming at me, which it sounds like it's the shadows are coming
Correct.
at me. And Brandon seems really badass, and he just slashed the thing. So I don't feel that usual sort of feeling when one of my compatriots gets in a fight where I have to come in and save their life. I'm looking at you, Arnold. So I he knows it. It's fine. I have faith that Brandon can handle that. I want to deal with what is coming at me, so I would like to cast it on the shadows that will also not harm anyone that's with me. And I don't know what to roll. I never do. I forget I have magic.
Roll a d20, please, and add. Just make a standard attack.
So no add to it, or
no, because I have to make a dexterity saving throw if you hit.
Oh, gotcha. I rolled a I rolled a 17.
17. That hits,
Yeah,
and I failed the fuck out of my saving throw. So make your regular attack and then add 1d10 to it, please.
Oh, I gotta find my d10. Is the regular attack, is that the d8 or is that I'm thinking of my bow. I'm sorry.
It's the standard bow die, and then you're gonna add a d10 to it.
Sorry, I'm bad at this game. All right, so the d8 gave me a 3, and now I rolled a d10, which gave me a 7, so 10.
10. Okay. You fire your bow at the 2 shadows peeling themselves off the wall behind you, closing in on you and Gareth, and your arrow, with the striking hiss of a hornet, passes straight through this shadow, exploding into a hail of bits of iron shrapnel that explode around you, scattering these painted gold coins and breaking into the windows and dotting themselves into the splintered wood of this room turned hallway. And the shadow screeches. Would you like to do anything else?
For me? You're not going to do this? Ah! Beautiful. Love it. No.
Yeah, so that arrow was not hurt. That was not a painful arrow, was it?
Apparently not.
Bad guys turn. Unless you like to do something else.
Real quick, not an act, just, I use my action. I would just probably say loud enough that Brand can hear me, even though he's going through his thing, just kind of exasperated. Like, what the hell is going on?
What's going on?
I have no idea, but they're not letting up, so it's a fight.
Do we get disqualified if we kill the actors, or?
At this point, I'm willing to accept that they're not actors.
I thought you were going to say at this point, I don't care.
That's what I would have said. So
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Okay. Bad guy's turn. One shadow is going to lurch out of this wall and attack Arnold with a fist attack. It is going to roll a 21 against AC, which I know for a fact hits.
Arnold, why do you always get hurt?
Love to hurt me. That's just
can you
my
heal?
life.
Can you use? I guess it's
Fictional
kind of above table, but can those with healing spells use it on themselves when they get hurt?
Yeah, for sure. He just never
Thank
does.
God you. Thank God you got that. Oh, you do never use. Okay, sorry. Go.
Arnold, you feel a ice cold fist strike your shoulder just above the meat of your chest, and almost punch into your form with the impact of its strike, as you take 9 points of damage as it almost knocks you off your feet. And the wraith darkness above this fist sort of contorts itself into a quasi face that screams at you in excitement and rage.
Where's that scream, bestie?
I'm not doing everyone, Diana. You can't make me do everyone. The figure in the green shroud is going to attack Brantwin, but is only going to roll a 14 against AC.
That's not going to hit me.
It's not going to do it. So I think because it's been damaged by your blade, Brantwin, it strikes uselessly at your shoulder with its injured hand as it sort of like skitters backward with an otherworldly howl, a noise which I am, again, not going to do. Diana.
Yes.
You hear the sound of tiny footsteps breaking down another one of these doors in the hallway as a diminutive cowled figure holding a toy bow and a suction cup arrow bursts into the room and says, "Don't worry, I got it," and fires a suction cup arrow at one of these shadows.
Killing it instantly.
And it rolled a
I hope
4.
it does.
So you see a suction cup arrow sort of like go straight through the air and miss this shadow by a country mile and bury itself on the wall behind it. As Cole, the would-be ranger, looks at you and says, "Don't worry, I got another one." And he reaches into his quiver to pull out another suction cup arrow.
Is it
It
my?
is.
Can I interact, or is it Gareth's turn?
It is Anthony's
Oh,
turn,
Arnold.
actually.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
So okay, so I see him shoot. How far away is this tiny ranger from the guy in the green, where Branton is?
I'd say like 15 feet.
15 feet away. Okay. So I'm gonna see the child obviously in danger and see all this stuff happening, and I'm gonna cast Shatter, but I'm gonna deliberately do it not exactly on the guy, but behind the cloaked figure, so he's within the bubble of it. That's my intention. So he's because as far as I can remember, I think Branton's like 4 feet, 5 feet away from him at this point.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, so if I went about 5 feet or so behind the cloaked figure and shot, just like I cast Shatter in that area, I'm hoping he gets in the bubble of it.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius, so
Yeah.
I think you're fine if you're trying to hit him sort of like with the splash damage of it and not get the collateral damage of your newfound ally. That's fine. I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw. And I did roll a 4, which is great for me. Yeah. So rad, so badass. All right, so Arnold, you're gonna roll 3d8 thunder damage, please. Yes. Concussive force.
Okay, so I do my shut up. Just
that was beautiful. That was
really good, really good.
Thank you. So
once again, no notes.
All right. Sorry. Let me see what I got here. Okay, so I got 15.
15. Yes, that just barely hits. Tie goes to the player. No, wait, sorry.
No,
that was damage.
Yeah, yes.
15 thunder damage. The hallway that you are standing in explodes in a concussive blast that sends hundreds of these gold-painted wooden coins flying almost like shrapnel themselves through the air, slamming against the walls and hurtling through the empty air towards Mel and Gareth behind you as this figure in the green shawl shudders and almost loses its footing. You see this green shawl blown back away from its face, and suddenly you are looking at, Arnold, a twisted and pinched gray visage that is a combination of rotting dead flesh across petrified skeleton, burning with red-eyed malice and bared, crooked teeth as it screams at you. Would you like to do anything else?
What is Thenatus doing? Is he...
Thenatus is frozen to his chair.
Cool, so he's just hanging out.
Okay. Apollo?
Now that I assume now I'd be able to get a better look at the figure in front of me. Does the body have the wound on the back that I remember?
It does.
Lovely. Hate that for me. Anyway.
Arnold.
Okay. I mean, that was my action. He's pretty far away, but he's screaming at me specifically.
Correct.
I imagine I don't know this person, but do I recognize them just in case?
You don't. I mean, you could roll an insight check to maybe get close, but like right off the dome, not a face you're familiar with.
Okay, I wouldn't imagine I would. Okay, that's it for my character.
All right, way down there at the very, very bottom of my initiative order, Gareth the Rogue, as George Washington. What are we doing?
Oh boy. You want to know what Gareth is not very good at?
Combat.
Because I can do a maximum of 12 damage per turn.
I mean, you could
Pretty
always
good.
teleport away again if you
That's
wanted.
pretty good, Branton says, having just done like double that.
Hey, all you need is to do the last hit point worth of damage. That's all you need.
So true. Fuck. Where is the child in relation to all of this?
Okay, the child is halfway between you and Arnold and Branton. So if you imagine yourself and Mel being attacked by two shadows, the child is faced towards you, towards the back end of this hallway, attacking those two shadows. And at the other end of this hallway is Arnold and Branton and Josh Pat, the other two shadows, and this green veiled figure.
Cool. I think I am going to throw my magic knife at one of the shadows approaching us.
Okay, throw it.
Okay. What do I roll to throw? Is that just ranged, I guess?
Are you attempting to wound it, or are you attempting to just throw your teleporty dagger?
No, I'm
somewhere?
attempting to throw my knife at this thing, which typically wounds people.
Okay,
if it-
roll. That would be a dexterity attack, please.
Okay, cool. Because I don't have any like ranged weapons, so I don't really. Oh shit! 17. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20
Nice.
hits. Roll me some damage.
Hell yeah! Give me my d6. Well, is it the same damage if I'm throwing it as I'm just hitting?
Yes, yeah, you're rolling
Okay,
it. Yeah.
Cool. Got that. 2.
Okay. You huck your knife and it passes straight through the shadow figure. There's like a muffled grunt, but you don't see it do as much damage as you're used to, Gareth. You're very familiar with how much damage your knife does, especially when you huck it at somebody, and it seems to barely register.
The heat flame aspect of the knife doesn't have any sort of effect against the coldness of the shadows, does it?
Not that you can tell.
Ugh. Okay, cool. That's it for me, I think, right?
That's it for you.
Yeah, both in my turn and in my life. That's the game over.
It's done. We're out of here. Brandwin, top of the order. It's you.
The corpse creature, simulacrum, whatever, is in front of me, still up.
Still up.
I'm gonna take it out.
Okay.
Right. I'm just gonna do 2 attacks with my greatsword. Just gonna keep. I imagine like cut off the arm, so I'm still at the bottom. Just gonna slash up and just come right back down. See if I can get it. Yeah, I'm gonna just make 2 attacks.
Watch out for that iron bra.
Forgot about the iron bra.
Right. So those attacks are apologies.
No, you're fine.
That's gotta
Math
be so
is the one thing I
heavy,
can't
iron.
do.
Oh, I make Bestie do all my math.
That's so cool.
So one is the first attack is a 21 to hit.
Yes.
The second attack is a 16.
Both hit.
Lovely. I'll roll the damage for those 2 at the same time.
It's fine.
Slay.
You know what the problem with this is Bestie's getting a hint of what it's like. He's remembering what it's like to play with people that actually like know what they're doing. And
He's gonna kick us
going
all
to
out.
he's gonna kill us all off. Every time he has a distant stare, we're gonna know that he's remembering this guest and how amazing it was, and he's stuck with us dipshits.
Hey, listen, I'm
Right.
just saying it's nice not to have to describe what a D10 looks like, is all I'm saying.
I didn't ask this time.
Those 2 attacks are going to be a total of 26 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 12 isn't bad.
Is this creature still up?
It's crazy that you asked that, Branton. Your first slice being down from your previous attack is sort of like a jagged uppercut, I think attempting to like slice it down the middle. And as your sword, your family sword, breaks the threshold of this creature for a second time, you see the skin of it ripple and change. And suddenly you're not attacking this creature of twisted, malformed flesh and ancient bone. You are attacking a human man with a gray beard and cold blue eyes that looks at you, and as your blade cuts the skin and muscle of its chest, says, You stole it from me. As your first attack strikes. But then it breaks free of this creature, and on the second time back down, it is suddenly again that creature of gray flesh and old bone as you attack this veiled creature. And the second attack forces it to scream in agony as it is still up, although down bad. I will be very H with you.
Down
Right.
bad. Pause. What kind of in this context? For who?
It's just generally down bad.
So for my clarity, I'm sorry. I've been drinking and I'm kind of high. So it became like a person, and then it transformed into this person, and then transformed back to the.
Can I?
Arnold.
I was gonna say, does Arnold hear that? You stole a thing. Because I'm close, right?
Mel and Arnold, you both recognize the form of Jeremith.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Flash through this figure.
Jeremy.
You know what's crazy, Apollo, is Jeremith is the name that my bard came up with in a split-second decision that has just, I've had to just sort of keep going with it, Jeremith. But you guys recognize the old form of Jeremith flash through this creature for just a split second after Arnold attacked it. And then it turned back into this visage of ancient flesh.
I'm really looking forward to Geoffalump coming in.
I'm going to action surge.
Do it.
This is so for me to say, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you better leave me alone. I'm gonna take those 2 more attacks.
2 more.
2 more. Yeah, let me get 2 big ones.
That is a 16 and a 19 to hit.
Yes, both. Yay!
I'm so happy.
Yippee! Hooray!
Literally me.
Huzzah!
Oh my god, slay. Love this. Fuck math.
Right?
Oh no, not multiplied.
Oh god. Imagine.
Oh, lovely. That's another 26 damage.
Nice.
Super
Here for
cash. Yeah, great. There is
No, but 12's not bad.
12's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There is an explosion of congealed ancient blood that splatters the wall behind this figure, driven by the point of your family's sword. As it drips down the blood channels carved into the blade, as this figure gnashes its teeth as you carve up its midsection like a ham.
Like a
roast
pumpkin?
beef.
Is it safe to say is this
No.
still up?
No, it's still up.
Fuck me.
But very impressive turn for you. Very good. We are going to drop down the order to Dianna. You
Incredible.
see Branton the fighter fucking Kung Fu Panda this revenant into the wall. There's blood everywhere. Shadows are attacking you, and there's a small child that's about to fire another suction cup arrow, screaming, "Don't worry, guys, I got this."
First of all, Mel is so impressed with this dwarf. Like she, if David Starsong wasn't in her life, like she'd be full on in love with him. How close is the child to me?
Probably like 5 to 10 feet away.
So I can't like grab him.
You'd have to move to grab him.
I'd have to move. Can I ask what JPZ's doing?
JPZ is barking frantically at everything.
Hell yeah.
Well, this isn't an action, but I guess I would start by probably yelling at the kid who told me his name, but Diana
Cole,
forgot it.
Cole.
Mel would remember it. Okay, thank you. Cole, get back.
Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry.
No, you don't have it. Get back over here.
I'm going to be a
Those
ranger
are-
someday. You got to be a danger to be a
Yeah,
ranger.
yeah,
dude.
someday. Not now. Not now. Get
Those
back.
are not real arrows.
The kid does not move.
Mel wants to shoot the kid so fucking bad. Is anything coming? I'm not. Mel's not maternal. Is anything like imminently coming toward me that I need to take care of? Because otherwise, I'm probably going to shoot the thing that's going after Branton.
The two shadows are still coming after us,
The
right?
two shadows are attacking you and Gareth.
Oh, they're
yes.
still up in. How close are they to? God, I can only shoot one. at a
Very
time.
intimately, aggressively.
I'm gonna shoot whichever one I can whatever's closest, I guess.
Do it, Bessie.
And that kid's just gonna die. Okay, I tried. Mel needs more trauma.
Remember that time
I
I
you
don't think
failed?
this would affect Mel that much.
Remember that time you failed to save a child? Welcome to Critically Stupid, everybody, where we are a lighthearted, family-friendly, Christian-centered podcast.
I tried to save the child. The child's being dumb. That's not my fault. That's his parents' fault.
Children
where
in
are
TTRPGs
his
just be like
parents?
that.
Right? Like, where are his parents? They just let him go to this fucking haunted house.
He
Actually,
said
no,
he
he
snuck
did
out.
explicitly say that he snuck out.
Did he? I missed that part. Well, you know what? Still bad parents. If you don't know where you let your 7-year-old sneak the fuck out.
Don't
That's
think they
It's
let
insane.
there
him.
to well.
I rolled a 17.
17 just barely hits. Roll that damage.
You want to tell me what a
Barely
D8
hits.
looks
Fuck.
like for old time's sake?
It's 2
Yeah,
pyramids.
it's 2 pyramids butt to butt.
Yeah.
Imagine you went to Egypt, but they'd fucked up.
They
big
beefed it so bad.
Imagine, if you will, pyramids. But
That
shit.
is a.
But ass to ass.
I know what it looks like now, guys. And it's in the pyramid thing didn't even work. It's looking at it from the top and counting 4. You know what? I got a 7.
Okay. You fire an arrow at one of these shadows, and it strikes it in like the meat of the torso. The
You know
shadow
what?
meat.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Quick pause. I didn't add my modifier to the first, but I hit, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, thank you.
And there's like a dull thunk as the arrow buries itself in the wall behind it, and this shadow sort of like empty mouth screams at you. Bad guy's turn. One of those shadows is going to attack that little idiot kid, because that's easy meat, honestly.
That's life, man. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And it
Yep.
did roll an 18.
Oh well.
So
R.I.P.
that kid is going to take 9 points of necrotic damage. So you see this kid backhanded slapped and like thud against the wall as a curl of like bruised black flesh expands and arose across his neck and cheek. As the suction cup arrow falls from his numbed hands, and he reaches out and grabs a wooden knife from his belt
God, I hate kids. They're so dumb.
and weakly says, "Don't worry, I'm still good."
I feel like this is supposed to be stoic and heroic, but really just pissing me off.
Okay, man,
Thank
kids
you.
are-
Like
kids are
this
dumb.
fucking seriously. I mean, maybe Arnold can help heal it if it doesn't die, but
All right, because I'm so comically low on hit points. The creature in the green veil is going to make a desperate move. Branton, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, I love those. I don't, but I love those. As a DM, I start every session with like, hey, you take 2 steps into the forest, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw,
Immediately.
baby.
Oh, that's a 10. That's a
10.
solid 10.
10 is quite bad. Garion, did you really just like dying man in a desert finish your bottle of water to the last drop?
Would you rather me get up and refill it?
I guess not. Okay. Branton, this figure lunges towards you and grips your shoulders with its hands, cutting itself intentionally inside your range, and locks eyes with you and whispers, "I can make them all forget, or I can make them all remember. This is your choice. I am a consumer of sin, and I will eat yours if you let me sup on it."
wait, so it's Jesus?
So it is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, but also more mechanically.
An established character in this universe.
Jesus Christ of
Yeah.
Nazareth does exist in the. Yeah, what's up, Apollo? Welcome to Critically Stupid. We're so glad to have you. Jesus
Yeah, you'll
Christ of
have to-
Nazareth does exist in this world.
You'll have to
Hey,
pay
yo, bro,
for our
show me your
Patreon to
hands. I
find
want
out
to see
how.
the whole.
Everybody show your stigmata. So mechanically, Branton, what is being offered to you is a bargain. This creature whispers to you, and its
Jesus.
face shifts and instead of grayed ancient flesh, it turns young and pale and supple, and there's a polite grin on its lips, and its burning red eyes cool to like that dull blue that you remember. What? Fucking what?
I
Now
think,
what?
honestly, here's the thing, Alex. It wasn't your fault. I think it was that me and Diana had the exact same reaction to the word
absolutely.
supple.
Are
And
you
then we,
fucking joking me?
And then we like shook heads to confirm that we were in fact reacting to the same thing.
Yes. And it was a beautiful moment that you'll see when you're editing.
Branton, this creature is willing to, so this is the Sin Eater, and it is offering you a bargain. It will eat your sin. It will make everybody in Waterdeep forget what you did. But the other side of that deal that you know lies in the magical bargain that it is offering you is you will never make another red cent as a city watchman ever again.
Red scent? Like blood money?
In Dwarvish, almost as if talking to myself, Branton just says, "What's done is done. I can't change it. I regret it, but I do it again. The only thing that matters is providing for my family." And
God
then
damn.
in common says, "Get the fuck off of me."
So wait,
Yeah.
Gary, you let him get through that whole thing uninterrupted, but you
He didn't say the word supple,
And also,
Get
I
your
didn't actually
supple
interrupt
hands
you.
off of me.
right? Like if
Yeah,
you
get-
said
get
that, then
your
I would have had the same reaction
Get your
that I did.
supple nubile hands
Right?
away from me.
all right, Brandon, make an unarmed strike, please.
Yo, Slay.
God.
We're trying, honestly.
Nubile? Nubile?
Supple.
It's really funny that I rolled a nat 1 on that.
Oh,
No
finally.
shit.
Fuck. But also,
Okay.
that is so unfortunate for the timing of the narration.
You
Branton is shook. He's not ready for this. He has like a great sword that's in an awkward position. He has like the lantern. He's not ready for an unarmed strike. I don't know what he does.
you headbutt this guy, this figure, this woman in the face, and then when you come back out of it, you've got a tooth stuck in your forehead.
Slay.
Well, give it to Gary. He can add it to his fake teeth.
Hate that for me, quite honestly.
Okay. Diana,
Yes.
it is your turn.
I feel like my turn got skipped. And
Oh
also
shit, no, it's not Diana's
Oh,
turn. I mistook Apollo's
I was about to say I
uninterrupted
do
action.
feel like
It's actually Arnold's turn.
yeah.
Okay. So let me think. I don't have any weapons out. He was just headbutted this creature, so he's very close to the creature. Which means I can't cast my spell my only attack spell that I own.
Listen,
so
I'm gonna be so honest with you, Arnold. That dude's got so many hit points that haven't been touched by now. Like
You can hit
Brandon's
me.
Fine.
Yeah, and no offense to Apollo, but he is just a guest one time.
That's true.
That is true also.
So knowing what I know about people who take other humans' teeth, I look at our guest and I'm like, how dare you beat? No, I'm kidding.
And you expect a quarter under your pillow.
George Washington Tooth Fairy.
No,
How close? Just for me, how close is Arnold to the kid who is like dying?
Like 20 feet. He's at the other end of the hallway.
Okay.
Don't worry about the kid. I'll do something about the kid. It's the only fucking thing I can do. I'll take care of the kid.
Okay.
I would, but I'm having a whole moment.
You're having a
Okay.
thing. You're busy.
You
so
need the ice water.
Anthony.
So I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna cast Shatter again at this creature because I see that it. From my perspective, it looked like it was like a move of desperation, and he came away with
for
with
sure.
two. And I was like, something's going on. I don't know. And I'm sure this. I mean, he looks intimidating. He's obviously strong, but I don't know what's going on over there. So I cast Shatter again, hoping to hit this creature.
Okay, that would be a Constitution save. I did roll a 17, but I do take half damage.
Okay, yeah, you do. Here you go. Let's do it.
I assume I'll also take half this damage with
Correct.
a 679 with a 19 save.
No, 19 saves out of it.
Oh, lovely. Slay. I started saying slay. I gotta stop.
You're fine. You're the guest. You do what you want.
Yeah, we love it. We're here for
Unless
it.
you're talking about just like in your life in general, then like that's up to you.
Yeah, don't kill people.
I got a 16. So
Okay, Arnold, tell me what happens to this figure with your fatal spell.
So I like.
Arnold kills something?
So I did, huh? I did it.
Yes. He's
I
going
love
to be
that
shamed.
I love that our guest did 48 points of damage, and then Arnold cast 1 half spell and takes the kill.
It's going to go right to his head,
cast
Jill.
Shatter
Team
in the
effort,
first
team effort.
place. He cast it earlier.
That's true.
So Arnold, he puts his hand out like he's singing like just a ballad to this creature. Like, it's kind of like his and but it's just shatter. Like,
Nice.
And as he does it, I like to imagine that obviously there aren't actual music notes, but I do like to imagine like kind of like Ninja Star music notes just kind of shred around this guy.
Fuck yeah. There are ghostly green-blue music notes that are jagged and sharp like pieces of broken glass that whirl around this figure in like a hurricane, taking chunks and pieces of its decaying flesh off until it is nothing but like a loose framework of mottled bone and blood.
Love it.
And it
I
falls.
like to think the notes are still doing the Whitney Houston song.
Oh yeah, it's still "And I Will Always Love You." But then this figure falls backwards like a couple of like loose sacks of flour, scattering these painted gold coins everywhere as the house falls still.
That's when it's like the I'll kill you moment where it's like,
hell yeah. I so badly have to pee right now, but then I will be right back and we will finish this episode up. I'm so sorry.
Girl.
What's going on, boo-boo? You made it to the mid-roll. Welcome. As a new trend that I'm trying, I'm bringing some character work into the mid-rolls. So today's mid-roll is going to be done by a frat brother. What's up, dude? Welcome. Sit down, chill out. I'm Alexander James, your dungeon master and all-around bro buddy, here to talk to you about some cool shenanigans that we got going on. Check it. We are, as usual, playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. It's an official, boring Dungeons & Dragons license module written by Chris Perkins, Scott Fitzgerald-Gray, Kim Mohan, and Michelle Carter. If you or any of your fellow brothers or sisters or letter pals would like to get into D&D, I recommend you go to dnd.wizards.com. They got great stuff there for you, bro. They've got beer mugs, they've got shot glasses, they've got whiskey tumblers, they've got all manner of like drinking accessories. And you can get them. You can get them just sent right to your door. It's the coolest thing, man. dnd.wizards.com. Check it out. If you want to be a character on this show, Critically Stupid, go to Twitter, tag us in a post. Hey, @CritStupid, your jokes are so gut-bustingly funny. Or tag us on a post on TikTok and be like, hey, what's up, TikTok? Today I'm talking about Critically Stupid. They're so funny. Do that stuff, and then you could end up as a character on this show. And then Alex, the DM, he's gonna make a character with your name, and then they'll do stuff, and it'll be funny. Maybe he's not very funny, but your character could be funny. But that's you, not him. These ding dongs, these guys right here, doing that big YouTube subscription push, trying to get to that magic number of 1,000 subscribers, and that's like not a lot. I got more brothers than that in my fraternity, Omega Beta Beta. But these guys are still trying to reach 1,000. Sucks for them. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to their channel. They do funny stuff. Not Alex, the rest of them. Share the channel with one of your brothers or sisters, your letter pals, and let them know and be like, hey guys, this is the perfect backdrop for Date Rape Saturdays, and they're gonna love it. Really, like it's just funny enough that people aren't gonna notice you slipping powder into that beverage, and they're gonna laugh, and it's gonna be great. That's all I got for you today. Keep it real short.
Hold on, I'm chewing.
Oh no, we wouldn't want the audio to be compromised, would we? What's going on, everybody? Welcome.
I
to
muted it when I opened my chip bag,
where Diana is going to chew the entire time. Anthony, can you tell me about a time that the Libris Arcana dice saved the world?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there was that one time when, we all know that, someone's I don't want to name names. We all know who was about to hit the nuke button. They had all the keys turned, all the button. Everyone's about to hit, and of course, I didn't want to do it, but yeah, Josh.
Damn it, Josh.
Always has that finger on the button. He was about to push the button, and what he didn't realize was someone had dropped foolishly and just depressingly ruining their entire life, but saving all of ours. Their Libris Arcana dice die on the ground. They slipped on that sweet D20, their finger missing the button and crushing all of their their bones in their hand, making them unable to push the nuke button and thus saving the world.
I was rooting for Josh.
What?
I was rooting for Josh.
You always do every week, every time he does it, and I keep
Yeah.
dice.
Let's talk about your irrational hatred of the man who's going to end our world.
I don't hate. I'm all for it. This world is
Sure you
terrible.
are.
You know what doesn't suck though? Libris Arcana dice. They are a bright spot in our otherwise very shitty world.
Listen, if you suffer from clinical depression like my main girl, Dianna, then you need to get yourself some Libris Arcana dice. I'm going to hold mine up to the camera so you can see. Like, these dice legit are very pretty. This is the mint julep set. My man Garion is rocking the what is that, ancient iron, Garion?
You're goddamn right.
Garion loves
Looks like
the
if
feel of,
Skyrim was a dice.
Yeah. Ooh, Bessie's got the, what is that, Cerulean Haze?
I believe so. Yes. I don't always remember the names, but it is one of my favorites because it kind of just looks like a little winter scene in there. It's really pretty. It's really pretty and legible, which is nice because my other dice, not so much.
Yeah. It always sucks when you get a really nice like die and you're excited about it, and then the color scheme of the numbers matches the resin behind it, and then you have to squint to read it. Libris Arcana dice don't have that problem. The artists who make these really think about the color schemes, and like the die is cast with a really pretty interesting color set, but then the numbers also in that set are just contrasted enough so that when you roll them, they're super easy to read, they're really pretty, and there are new dice sets every month that drop regularly. So if you go to LibrisArcana.com, use our exclusive discount code STUPID20, you can get 20% off anything on the site. That's a monthly subscription for one of these really rad dice sets. You can get a one-time dice set, or you can check out some of their cool D&D book leather covers. I've got a set on my player's handbook actually right up there, and it's super useful, especially if you're a DM on the go. Keep those books clean. I mean, I know how much money you spent on them. Why not protect them? And yeah, check out these super awesome Libris Arcana sets. There's a new one every month, and you can check them out at LibrisArcana.com. Libris Arcana, that's for life.
Do it or you're dead to me.
Do it or Diana hates your rotten guts. All right. We're running over. We got to finish.
He's
this up
a
so Anthony can
mediocre
go
white
take care of his
dude.
kid.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
The house falls still. The green shawl draping this ancient figure billows in a cold breeze of wind that has pushed dead leaves down the street from the fall festival outside as it whistles through this house, and suddenly the green shawl falls flat, fully empty. Fully empty? What the fuck? Sorry. It's now
It should
empty.
be only partly empty.
Yeah, exactly. It's fully empty. The shadows recede as the light from Branton's lavender lantern billows brighter than it was when you walked into the house. And with a horrible creaking groaning, this house resettles itself. The walls snapping back to their original place, the room that you had originally walked in reforming itself as the shutters and paper and paint plastered over the windows falls and rolls back up and recedes to allow a sliver of moonlight from the clear autumn night in. And Cole, the would-be ranger, lying slumped on the floor next to a pile of wooden coins, opens his eyes and says, "I did it."
No, you didn't, you dumbass.
Didn't do shit.
No
No, it
false
was-
illusions of grandeur.
It was me.
You almost died.
I beat the thing with my knife. You guys saw it.
You're literally dying right now. Oh, Arnold, we shouldn't let the kid die.
So yeah, as he says, I did it. I'm gonna look at him and just kind of like I'm gonna cast healing word on him and say, "We did it."
Okay. Fair. How much is that? How
But,
much
like,
is that healing for?
Not we, just we.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
we without you,
and let him. Yeah, I'm gonna let him assume I mean him as well.
You can tell Anthony's the actual parent here. Like,
right,
he's like,
he's-
how do I take care of this? Gary and I are like, just let him fucking die. He's so
The
irritating.
consequences of his
Hold
actions.
on.
Jesus.
We have to educate children. It's beautiful.
I got an 8.
An
For
8.
healing.
Okay. He is almost fully healed. The necrotic touch of death on his cheek and neck sort of like fades to just like a faint bruise as he stands and offers Mel a faint high five.
Mel sighs very deeply and does like a half-hearted and says like, that was really stupid.
Fuck yeah. Bursting into this room, accompanied by a uniformed member of the City Watch that you, Branton, recognize as one of your lieutenants, one of your superior officers. It's the green hag that let you into this house in the first place. And she tears her mask away to reveal the face of Malma Silversong. As she points to you, Branton, and says, he did it. He did it. You heard it. We all heard that it was a confession. He said he's guilty.
I don't. When?
The lieutenant says, now let's calm down. Branton, what's going on?
In this whole moment, ever since the creature was destroyed by the shatter spell, Brandon is still shaking with the reverberations of the after effect of the spell. Still just looking at the bloodied sword in his hand, looking down, hasn't even taken notice of the people running in, hasn't taken notice of the children. Nothing really matters because he's just saying to himself, like speaking to himself now, one hand on his sword, the other one just kind of goes up to his eye patch and says, so everyone knows. It said everyone knows. I need to. No. They promised nobody would ever find out. I need to get out of here. I need to get them out. I need to get the family out. I think this shouldn't have happened. I was so careful. Like, how did they know? How did they know? And at that point, he looks up, sees the people that have come for him, and at this point, just fully paranoid, thinking that he's fully convinced himself that everybody knows what he did. Just gets his sword and just gets into a ready fighting stance. She says, let me out of here and all of you stay alive. I just want to go see my family. They're the only ones that matter.
We just wanted a makeover, man.
Like, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. The lieutenant says, Branton, I don't know if I'm remembering or if this happened. Did you kill someone?
My family was going to die. My parents are dead and can't work anymore. My brothers lost everything at sea. All my nieces and nephews, they needed to go to school. I couldn't just leave them to starve. Amra Silversong figured out information she never should have figured out. And I was offered a deal. Take her out, my family survives. It's her for my family.
Mel is
I don't give a
having
shit.
one of those, are we the baddies flashbacks.
I think
I-
this lieutenant pulls a pair of arcane magic cuffs out of his pocket and says, Branton, you're gonna have to come with me. Put the sword down. If you don't drop that sword, Branton, you can't talk your way out of this. Put the sword down. Come with me, and we can talk about it.
Haven't you fucking realized yet? I don't give a shit what happens to me. I don't care. You don't realize how powerful the Xanathar Guild is, do you? They'll kill everyone in Waterdeep if it means that they get ahead. I killed for them so that my family would live, and I'll do it again, and I don't care if I have to step over your dead body to walk out of here to make sure that my family is safe. So you walk away, and you'll never hear from me again. Don't make me kill you.
The guard lowers his cuffs, and his hands are shaking, and he seems thoroughly rattled. And he says, Branton, I thought I knew you. I thought we were friends. And then he steps 1 foot to the side, showing you the open door leading to the street out. And he says, I never thought you were capable of this.
The Ironblade family will not know a single day of sorrow or poverty so long as I draw breath, no matter what it takes.
Okay. Do you go out the door?
If it looks like it's a clear path out,
He's offering you a way out.
Yeah. Hand still very much on the still bloodied blade, head down. No, not head down. He isn't proud of what he's done, but he'd do it again if he needed to, because he's doing it for the right reasons in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
So just death stare out front, and he's just going to start walking.
I think that Mel would maybe grab his shoulder to say something to him real quick, just to him, not everything that's got in here. Be like, I don't know what this is about. I don't need to know what this is about, but we just fought something together, and that means something to me. So if you need anything, Troll Skull, you'll find us there.
Thank you. Now that oh God, I said too much. If you ever
Listen, I've killed a lot of things, so there's no judgment from me.
I understand. Don't tell me. I'm still technically a police officer. Don't
And
confess
also, they are
murders to me.
still actually for real police officers.
There's a police officer like 2 feet away.
Mel gets arrested. I'm off the show.
Branton just says, I've opened my mouth. I'm going to get my family out of the city. I would recommend that you, if you're planning to stay in Waterdeep, be careful. If you hear anything about the Xanathar Guild, don't trust them. They'll use and abuse you, and they'll offer you the world. It was worth it for me, but it might not for you. And he takes off his eye patch, crushes it under his boot. So you see like the full scar going down his face. Sacrificing everything for my family was the most honorable thing I've ever done. But the guild does not know honor. It only knows horror. And he's gonna walk out.
Hell yeah.
As you watch the receding, stiff-necked form of Branton Ironblade walk out of this house, having survived the horrors that awaited him inside, Arnold, you feel something pressed into your closed fist as one of the teenagers hands you a case and says, hey, congratulations, you won this. As you're holding a case for a dread makeover from Spagusi. Wow. No way I'm going to stumble here, right? No way I'm going to take us all the way to 99 and then fuck it up. As you look at a case that says Spooky Yas, and then in parentheses, the cunt of Strahd right over the top of it.
Oh yeah.
I look at everyone and I go, "We won!" And I do the thing where I jump up and we all freeze in the air.
Everybody jumps, including Joshua Patrick, and you freeze frame in triumph as the stiff-necked form of Branton Ironblade walks out of this house, triumphant in victory. Apollo, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So incredible.
That was fantastic.
That's the
Thank you so
craziest
much.
haunted house I've ever seen.
Can you, one more time, shout out your socials for our audience? Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can follow your amazing stuff.
Oh, shit. Hey. If you want to follow anything that I do, it's at Tall Nerd Apollo. It's on all of the social medias that I'm about to list off. Instagram, Twitter. It was weird. That's the only appropriate time to dead name something. Instagram, Twitter. Fuck, what's the third one? TikTok. That's the biggest one. Oh, wait, I forget that one. Twitch, soon to be YouTube, though. If by the time this video is out, there isn't a video there, y'all didn't see shit. I regularly am a performer on TTRPG shows, but none as incredible as this one. Let's be honest here, guys. Generally, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Love all of your characters. This has been chaotic as hell. Thank you for letting me play my first like evil aligned character. That was pretty fun.
Nah, man, you did.
Here for it. You're
great.
amazing.
I'm a blush. Y'all need to
Like
stop.
frustratingly so, I would say.
Honestly,
like irritatingly good.
Like no matter how many times I told you to dial it back, you just dialed it up. But it's
You just refused. You just refused.
Nice.
I think that's why both of those movies are so great.
I think the
They're so
Muppets
good,
are
though.
Muppets are overrated.
Oh, that's
You
right.
should
hate
jump off that
Muppets.
window right there.
I think I have to leave the call.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. They're just weird puppets. Like
They're
That's fair.
and you're just a weird dude.
I mean, yeah,